Hey y'all, happy hump day, happy hump day. I hope that you guys are enjoying your morning. Hey Blackberry Molasses, hey Beans and Cornbread, hey Beach, how you doing girl? Hey Film Noir, how you doing? Hey Comment, hey Memphis T, how you doing girl? Hey Jill's Comfort Zone, hey Journey, hey Cosmic Girl. Anyway, if you guys would please hit the like button and share the, hey Meow Meow. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would greatly appreciate it as well. I'm sorry, as share the video. Cause honey, we got some real petty tea to talk about this morning, girls. Okay? All right. Golden Doodle. How you doing? So anyway, honey, like I said, I hope that you guys want to enjoy your day. Baby YTC done drag Sassy. What happened? Did she drag her again, child? Hey Justnet, how you doing? Thank you, Blackberry Molasses, for liking on the way in. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. So anyway, girls, let's chat. Hey, Red Vines Popcorn, how you doing? So, um, I'm up early this morning. You guys know I get up real early and I drink my coffee. I cut on YouTube to find out. Well, let me know what y'all can hear if y'all can hear me, right? So I cut on YouTube to try to find out what's going on. It would appear that things were slow. Hey Shantae, how you doing? The only thing I saw yesterday was really not much of anything. I saw Ness on her channel crying about somebody related to her or somebody that took care of her. Hey, just read my book or something like that. I saw that and I'm thinking, okay, she must be a little tipsy or whatever, right? I saw that and then I saw, but this morning, like I said, I'm flicking through. I saw that Ronnie Q was on. She's still talking about politics. Nothing wrong with that. It's a very pressing issue. Hey, Vina. And then I roll over to UT cameras to try to, fast forward to see what's going on. At film, she should have Sassy talks to people crazy and take over the panel. Very rude and condescending. Sick of it. Very, very good analogy, Blackberry. Okay, so anyway, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, right? So anyway, I'm listening to like I said, YT cameras, and Sassy hits the panel, and she clearly chose violence this morning, or either she's projecting, right? So she starts trying to talk about Rodney summoning her, right? So I don't know if that is the cause of her angst. I don't, or either she, woke up on the wrong side of the bed and chose violence. She had a bad night. Who knows what's going on with people on the internet, right? This is the internet. So anyway, she says she's late. You know what I mean? I'll listen it, I'll let because she wanted to see Flynn or whatever. And then I don't know what set her off because the only thing YouTube cameras said something about you had a meeting, right? And and then she was like, well, I don't want you talking about things that we talk about in private, right? But hey, Roxy, but all of us know that Sassy always says that she has a meeting, right? This ain't nothing new. What's the big deal? Okay, so she said it to you on the phone. Okay, and you always say it in public. So I'm thinking, well, YT Cameras probably wasn't even thinking twice about saying you said you had a meeting, right? And she was wrong. She always says she has a meeting. Now YT Cameras is wrong for saying it right. And so anyway, uh, she said, she was real snarky with YT Cameras. It appeared that she was trying to check her on her own panel. And YT Cameras, clearly has a hair trigger, especially in the morning. You know what I mean? Some of us do. I do. You know what I mean? And so she was like, hey, basically, like basically this is my own words. Who are you talking to? You always say, you got a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Don't try to check me on my own channel. And then she clicked off at me. She's like, I'm not going to do this. F this ish. And she clicked off her video. So, right. So then Sassy goes over to Sheffy's channel, and I guess because Sheffy is talking about it, and then she announces that she's going to go live on her channel. Now, we're kind of shocked because we know that Sassy very rarely goes live, and that she had just went live this weekend, right? So we scurry over there to see what she has to say, and she's on there talking about she don't know why, YT Cameras got upset with her. She said that YT Cameras called her a B. You know what I mean? And I didn't hear her call her a B. I just heard her say F this shit, whatever, whatever, right. And she goes on to say that she tried to call YT Cameras. YT Cameras didn't pick up the phone. It's no wonder she didn't pick up the phone because she's clearly offended, right? By the way that she's talking to her. Because if you go back and listen to the video, she's like, before YT Cameras clicked off, she was like, no, don't end the live, and she want to talk and all. But after you done said all of that, like what? You offended this lady, right? You were blatantly rude to her on her own channel, right? And so, and so, so she's on her channel. So I find, she's over there trying to nigga explain, trying to make it make sense, trying to sound like she don't know why YT Cameras is upset. And at this point in time, I hadn't heard the last part of the video. So I dropped down and said, so why would you come live or something like that if you didn't want to talk about it, right? Now, I don't know. Then she said she got snappy with me, right? And I'm thinking, well, she said I was giving her energy, and I'm like, I'm not giving you any energy. I'm simply asking you a question, right? And so, I don't like everybody to know that I don't like to type in the chat, but I felt like she tried to form a narrative when it came to me only saying that why would you strike up a live if you didn't want to talk about it? And not only that, you announced it on Sheffy Live, so you had people like me thinking you was gonna talk about it, right? And so, hey Brian, and so, hey View, and so she was like, it seems like Olivia wants to talk to me or whatever, right? And so she drops the link. So I clicked the link, and I was telling her that no, I'm not giving you. Why would I give you some energy? About hey Jessica B. Why would I give you? Hey Tracy, give you some energy about your business, right? Um, let me read this. Jessica B said, hey, Miss O, Sassy kept interrupting. Right. For dumb ass. First, let me go back up. Hold on. First it was an echo. Right, right. Then your volume, then blocking someone. Right. Them eyelash was bothering her. Exactly, deflecting, projecting, and everything else. Right. So, but while I'm in the chat, I mean, if I'm dropping down the chat, I'm clearly being messy. But me asking Sassy the question was not messy. I asked her the question because I wanted to know the answer. Now, the answer that I wanted from her was supposed to be messy. I thought she was going to own up to what she had did, right? Hey, verbal. Hey, girl. Hey. And so, uh, child, Deanna, girl, it's been a morning, right? And so, hey Tisa, and then so we get up there, and I'm trying to keep it cool because this is her channel. I don't like to be rude on people's channel, and I thought me and Sassy, had a better understanding when it comes to this YouTube algorithm. A better understanding of one another, right? Which is I was a little confused. Um, as to why she was approaching me that way, right? I'm thinking, girl, are you okay, right? And then so I get up there on the thing, and she keeps interrupting. Now, first she was talking, and then she said I interrupted her, right? So it's all of this stuff going on with the volume, all this and all that. And then I go to talking, and then she starts interrupting me, right? Hey, Wanda. Hey, everybody that came in. If I didn't say it to your name, charge it to my eyes and not my heart, right? Y'all, please hit the like button if you don't mind and share the video, right? Hey, Bistro Finesse. And so, anyway, um, so I'm up there. So I have to start swinging in the chat. Now, mind y'all, it's early in the morning. I've had like a cup and a half of coffee, right? I'm on my second cup, and I've only drunken half of it. I done smoked one cigarette to this or half a cup of coffee because I get up real early in the morning because I have to have folks get ready for work, all this and all that, right? And so I'm trying to keep it cool. It is her channel. And she has every right, to strike up a live, like she said, anytime she wants to on her channel. But my thing is, this thing just happened with YT cameras, and you just done announced it over at Sheffy's. Why wouldn't you be talking about this? Only to get on your channel and say you don't know what's going on, right? So that happened. I dropped down, but first, before I dropped down, I had to get some people straight in the chat. Now, what's her name said that what's her name with the rag I was wrapped around her head, just cooling or whatever, right? She goes on to say, she said something, and then she said, well, you don't never do all this cussing on your chat, on your channel. Clearly you don't know who I am, and you ain't listening to some of my old videos. You kind of knew around her, right? And then, I'm not provoked in my own chat on my own channel because we act like adults when we're over here, right? I am not usually provoked, right? Now it is kind of early, and I told everybody that I do not have my muzzle firmly placed onto my mouth yet, right? So you're going to get what you're going to get if you're trying to come at me. And then I noticed somebody else stuck out to me with some black swan B1. Girl, I don't know if you come from the old black sector. I don't know if who you. I don't. I kind of think I know who you is under another page, but okay, girl. Okay, girl. But stay in your lane, right? Now, y'all know good and well if you've been knowing me for a while. Please drop down in the chat to let folks know that I am never, ever playing victim. I have never played victim and will never play victim no matter what sector that I am in. Okay? If I am dropping down your chat or hitting your link, it is for a reason, and that reason is to be messy and to get tea. But never have I ever played victim. Are you crazy? Are you okay, girl? Girl. But anyway, child, move right along. So I drops down, and I said, let me go over here and see what she said, right? So I wrote to thank you, Jessica. Never play victim. Thank you, Wanda. I was like, is she for real? But anyway, girl. So I go and see for myself what was said, right? And I was like, oh, it is her fault because she got smart and tried to check UT cameras on her channel. Like I said, I don't know. Now, I guess she was upset because UT camera said that Sassy said she had a meeting over there when she said that Rodney was summoning her and she didn't appreciate him summoning her. And evidently she didn't appreciate YT camera saying she had a meeting, right? Even though she always says she had a meeting, right? Blackberry said, I like cooling, but sometimes when it comes to B sector business, she needs to stay out of it. Just as I would if I would come to her sector because I don't know what's going on. Exactly, because she clearly don't know who I am, right? And so you get what you get early in the morning, honey. But if I have to come over here and cuss a heifer out, I will cuss a heifer out if I have to. Okay. And if I have to come in your chat and the chat is trying to bother me, they can get it too. Especially early in the morning when I don't have this muzzle on my mouth, right? Now, so don't get this kind of gentler oracle mixed up with somebody that's going to be passive and let you talk to them any kind of way. Because we all know if you've been watching me for a while, honey, I would bring that dragon out the cave and drag you by your dreads and that scarf wrapped around your head and your B1 black swan by your tail feathers, girl, anytime I feel the need. Let's not get it twisted. Okay. But anyway, I was very confused as to why she said she didn't know. I know why she kept saying she didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? Just like she tried to make it seem like I was coming at her with some kind of energy simply because I asked her, okay, why would you go live if you don't want to talk about it? How's that giving you energy about your something that went on with yourself? You're announcing that you're going live. You don't never go live, but you're going to announce it on Chevys. Then you're going to come live only to say, I don't know what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. You got smart with the girl, right? So anyway, I heard it for myself. I go back over to Sassy's. And she's playing the live, right? She's playing it. So even though she's playing it and she's hearing how she sounded towards YouTube cameras, she's still trying to make it seem like it wasn't a problem. I'm thinking, oh, this chick can't admit was she wrong, right? I didn't know Sassy was like that, right? I thought her and YT cameras was better than that. Now I don't expect nothing from her when it comes to me because we all know I'm not on here to be liked. Okay, this is the B section. I don't try to go along to get along with people like Sassy and some people do when it comes around here, right? So I'm always going to tell you what I think and when I think it. Like, okay, what's the big deal, right? And so anyway, a little bit after that, so she's playing the video. She still can't see the wrong in her error. Sassy is very intelligent. Okay, everybody is not basic around here. And I know that she was either projecting or she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know what I mean? She chose violence, or maybe she really didn't appreciate being summoned by Rodney and then YT Cameras falling down and saying that she's got a meeting, right? She always says she got a meeting. You know, she was wrong for coming at the girl like that, right? And so anyway, and then she was wrong for not acknowledging YT Cameras' feelings, right? So YT Cameras writes something on her wall. You know what I mean? Because evidently Sassy tried to call her a couple of times and she wouldn't pick up the phone. She was offended. Okay, and like I said, it seems like YT Cameras has kind of a hair trigger. You know, I've got a hair trigger too, so I get it. I get it. You know, you can't disrespect me on my own channel in my face, and act like it's nothing wrong and tell me to stay online, like it's not like I'm gonna let you talk to me any kind of way, right? Like I don't know if she thought I was gonna let her talk to me any kind of way. And the only reason why they cuss her out is because it was on her channel, right? So anyway, and then she gonna tell me at one point, I didn't know that you and YouTube cameras have a problem. We don't have a problem, honey. Okay? I said what I said. She said what she said, and that was the end of it. We don't have a problem, right? So just like me and you don't have a problem. I'm saying what I'm saying. You said what you said. If you won't say something else, okay. I don't beef. It is what it is. Where's YT cameras, girl? I know you in the clouds. Beautiful. Drop down, and get active, right? So anyway, as I'm over there, she's playing YT Cameras video, the end of it, right? YT Cameras come live again, right? Y'all please hit the like button and share the video if you don't mind. YT Cameras comes live again. And she pretty much says, don't try to check me on my own channel. No, I didn't pick up the phone. Basically, she was offended and her feelings may have been, thank you, Bistro. And her feelings may have been hurt a little bit. They may or may not have. But I'm sure she didn't expect Sassy to come at her that way. It was kind of shocking. It was shocking for me when she came at me that way. People have come on here and said way harsher things to her. And the only thing I said was why you fur up your life if you wasn't going to talk about it. That's all I said. I ain't never called her no name. I ain't never talked about her person or anything like that. She's been on my channel several times. You know what I mean? So I didn't think that we had that type of energy towards one another, which is why I was confused as to why she was getting smart with me. I'm thinking, hold up, I didn't do nothing to you. I asked the question, right? And she was like, after 13 minutes, she admitted she admitted that she was being messy. I'm always being messy. Why would I come to your channel if I wasn't being messy just to sit there and placate you? I don't placate anybody. Okay, if you don't know nothing else about me, you already know that I'm a straight shooter on here. Okay, I'm like girl, girl. But anyway, thank you, Tulip. And so, we're a particular age, and we call it. Thank you, Bistro. I don't play them kind of games. I don't have time. Okay, and so YT camera came back on again, and she said what she had to say. Don't basically don't check me on, don't try to check me on my own channel. And she was absolutely right. See, that's the reason why I don't try to check Sassy. I caught myself from checking her on her channel because it is her channel, and I try not to move that way, right? And so I am trying to be kinder and gentler. You guys, if you know me for a while, you know that I don't pop off like I used to, right? I try not to, right? But I will tell you what I think about you. And I will tell you when you were wrong if I think you were wrong, in my opinion, right? And that's what I like about your leaving straight. Thank you, Rachel, right? And so Lafi says she should have expected for Sassy to disrespect her because Sassy disrespect everyone in the B section. She tells y'all to be quiet and let her talk, talking down. Well, I mean, yeah, she talked down to some people, you know what I mean? But this is the first time she tried me like it. But she pretty much got me messed up. Like I said, we still cool or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with her. I understand her. But sometimes, girl, you take it too far. Like I said, I guess you were projecting this morning, or either you just woke up in a bad mood, honey, and you chose violence. But you could have told YT cameras you didn't have to go through all of that. And what you should have done was apologize to YT cameras because she clearly likes you. And you didn't have to take it there with her on that channel. Now, when it comes to me and you, it is what it is. I really don't care. But we cool. I got a thick skin. But clearly, that girl was bothered by you trying to check her. And you on her channel every day co-hosting her show. And you could have told her that you were sorry. Now, I don't know if you was going to tell her you were sorry when you called her on the phone, two or three times when you called her on the phone in the background. I don't know if you was gonna say I'm sorry, girl. You know what I mean? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But you try to check her in public on her channel, right? Oh, thank you, comment. I was gonna mention that. Thank you for letting me know you can see it, right? Hey, number one caller. Yeah, y'all, when it comes to my products tag back, I put, it's almost time for back to school, right? And so Target has a back to school sale. I put a whole lot of backpacks on there. You know, a lot of our little ones, they still like their little backpacks, right? So I put some backpacks on there, and I put some papers and some folders, and a couple of laptops, I think, on there, you know. And so you got your guys, please check out my product bag, because like I said, Target has a really nice back to school sale, right? And so I just try to put that up there because we're gearing up for the kids to go back to school in this family. And so that's why I put the products down there as I did. But Target has a really nice back to school sale. I just bought a laptop from one of my nieces the other day, to go back to school with, right? So anyway, getting back to that, but thanks for mentioning that, baby. I really appreciate it. Right. So anyway, basically at the end of the day, Sassy, you owe what is her name? YT Cameras an apology. I don't know why you was over there trying to make it seem like you didn't know what was going on. You was even being flip about it when you even after you heard it on your own channel, after you played it. Now I have heard you not too long ago, you said you went back and listened to something and it did sound A, B, C, or D. I forgot who she was into it with, and she apologized for it, right? Right, you don't have to embarrass somebody in public, but you still, whether she accepts it or not, you should still apologize to her, Sassy, because you were wrong. Okay, you were wrong. You were very condescending. You were very flip about her feelings. As a matter of fact, you was downright disrespectful because you tried to check her on her own channel. Now I can understand if you feel a way about Rodney Summers and you didn't appreciate it. Okay, that's between you and Rodney. What does that have to do with YouTube cameras? Like I said, I don't know if you're deflecting. I don't know if you're projecting. Who knows what's really going on in somebody's real life, offline. And maybe something's going on in your offline life and you just, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and you wanted to project whatever it is that's going on in your world onto YouTube cameras. You may not even have realized the tone in your voice, the condescension in your voice, the blatant disrespect in your voice, but after you went back and heard it because you played it, Okay, you played her video, that is when you should have apologized to her. And maybe if you apologize after you heard it, maybe she wouldn't have had to go live and talk about it a second time. So you making it seem like you don't care whether it's up or stuck or not, and y'all supposed to have been better than that, right? So that's very interesting to me, Sassy. Okay, I'm very disappointed in you, girl. Now you may not care or whatever, but the way you did her was absolutely uncalled for. I have seen you cow down and pander and kiss butt of people's chats that's an outright disrespected you many a time. People that really don't even like you like that. Okay? And you know they don't like you like that, but because you want to still be in a chat and in their good graces, you will tuck tail and make it seem like it's something that it's not. But then you got YouTube cameras, you two are on equal footing, and you want to disrespect her on her own channel. Then you want to go live on your channel and make it bad and make it worse. You went from bad to worse when you did that. Okay? And Les Tracy, I understand they both have strong personalities. She's breed do child film, child. Them one of the many butts, and I mean many all rolled up into one butts that she be tapping, kissing over there, right? Child. And she know they don't like her like that. Okay. It don't make no sense to me. I just simply did not, hey CC. Hey, Mister. Hey, everybody that came in. Lamone Music says a lot of y'all let her get way too comfortable in her. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what you know what, Lamone. Honestly, you make a very good point. Hey, Black. Hey, everybody that came in the chat. I have 189 people in here, 92 now, but I don't have 192 likes. Will y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind? I know you get tired of content creators asking, but it helps the video get in the algorithm, and I would really, really appreciate it. As well as check out my product bag, especially all you mommies and aunties and uncles and stuff like that, right? Because Target has a good sale on backpacks and stuff. But anyway, Lady Tia says YTC don't go off unless she's reached a limit, right? Especially with someone she cares for, right? And I'm sure she didn't see that coming from Sassy. Like it was no need for it, Thank you, Unbound. It was no need for it. It was absolutely uncalled for, and I feel like you should be woman enough to tell that lady that you are sorry because you was wrong. In my observation, she's gotten away with it. Well, you know what? You make it good. Yeah, the beans and cornbread. I would have to, agree with you too. Maybe she's she comfortable. Maybe she thinks she's gonna get away with everybody. But girl, everybody ain't going. I'm absolutely not never going. Okay, when you add a line with me, I'm gonna let you know, but you're entitled to your own opinion. You said you felt that I had some energy by asking you that one question. Okay. Everybody entitled to their own opinions, especially when it comes to me, child. But you was wrong for doing YouTube cameras the way that you did her. You was wrong for that, right? Whether you agree or not, you know you was wrong because you heard it out your own mouth. You're not stupid. You're not slow. You're not dumb. You're not basic. And so you know you did her wrong, Sassy. Hey, Cola. And you know you owe her an apology, point blank, period. Okay? Beans and cornbread said, I don't kiss A. That's right. Sorry, but not sorry. Me either, beans and cornbread. You know what I mean? Then talk about something. Well, you gave me that energy I gave you, girl. That was a clear deflection. Okay, and when you got snappy with me, it was projection, and you felt comfortable thinking that you can get snappy with me because I'm a kinder, gentler me, and I ain't never called you out on your condescension or anything else because I get you on some level. Okay, I'm used to people like you, Sassy. Okay, and you know I am, but you overstepped this morning, and you about got cussed out on your own channel. That's what you about got. But I said, nope. I'm not gonna do it. This is her channel, and she got the right to say anything she want to say. And the reason why you got cussed out, Sassy, is because of all that butt I be seeing you kissing of these when it comes to these basic bees on here. Okay, when you just want to be allowed to sit at the table, even though they disrespect you. Okay, girl. Now, We still cool though. But don't you ever, there you go, forget who I am, Sassy. Do you want to hit this link and have an actual adult conversation? I'm sure you don't, but you was wrong. And not only do you owe YouTube cameras an apology, you owe me an apology too. So you red ball back, and then you come back like a woman and you stand in your ish. Or I'm gonna think less of you. Because I didn't think you was this person. Okay? I'm just saying. But anyway, like I was saying, Skipper said maybe she's due for another 40-day sabbatical. Child, I guess. Let me drop it. Hold on. No problem. Mm. Here is the link, Miss Sassy. Here is the link. Let me get my whatchamacallit ready. Just in case you hit the link. Let me put that up there, y'all. I dropped the link, Sassy. You want me to drop it again? Okay, hold on.
Dear child.
Is this you, Sassy?
It is.
Okay, good morning.
Good again. Good morning. What
Yeah,
you
so I'm in a
what you
better
cuss
mood
me out
now.
for? What you cuss me out for?
I cussed you out because you, and I really didn't go in that hard, but I
Oh,
cussed
okay.
you out
Okay.
because, let me finish. I cussed you out slightly
Mm-hmm.
because I feel that you were wrong, but not only when it comes to YouTube cameras, but I also feel that you were wrong projecting onto me your anger. Now, I don't know if you realize it or not, but when I dropped down in your chat and asked you, why would you announce that you're coming live? I didn't say that part, but then come live if you don't want to talk about what went on between you and YouTube cameras. You said that I was giving you energy. Then you further went on to say that, well, 13 minutes into the conversation, she's admitting that she was being messy. The messy part was not the question, Sassy. The messy part was supposed to be your response. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, but we already talked about this, Mrs. Olivia. So what? So you're just saying you have residual feelings about me saying that you, well, you admitted to being to being messy, a messy question. So now you're saying that. Go ahead.
I'll just say yes.
Okay. So you admitted to it being a messy question. So I said, Miss Olivia, that's the reason why I gave you the same energy back. And we weren't even being volatile towards each other. It was like, girl, I can come live if I want to. I don't know what she's upset about. So why are you saying it like that?
But Sassy, in hindsight, you do know what she was upset about, and people were expecting you to give her, give some, insight as to why you came at her the way that you came at her.
I didn't see me coming at her the way I came to her. I felt like I wasn't even able to finish. So when I answered your question, I was being honest. I did not
Mm.
know why she had, I still don't understand why she had that much vigor. I do not.
Yes, you do, Sassy. Come on now,
Do not. Why do you keep doing that?
Sassy.
Why do you
Sassy.
keep doing that? I don't, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. That's the bone. Let me allow me to finish because you keep
Okay.
saying that over and over. It's not going to make it true, Mrs. Olivia. I'm saying I do not have any idea why that situation turned into what it is now.
Because you hurt her feelings. You was being rude.
Okay, that's your opinion. I did not see it that way.
Clearly, that's her opinion too,
I
Sassy.
I understand that, but that's not my opinion, right? So I'm saying in the moment I do not see it that way. If I was allowed to finish, it really wasn't that big of a deal for me. So you or nobody else is going to all of a sudden say, and allow me to finish, please. You or nobody else, including YTC, is going to be able to say that I had intentions that I did not have. I felt like if I was able to finish the phrase, it wouldn't have been a big deal. So when I came live, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's what I meant. And that's what I still mean. To me, Mrs. Olivia, given all of this, I feel like there's something else. I don't feel like what I said was a big deal. All I was saying I was truthful about it, what I was saying, but it wasn't a big deal. Girl, let Rodney suffer. Don't go in there and tell him that I'm in no meeting. That's it.
Right, but you told her the way that you said it, Sassy, was like, don't be saying nothing that we say on the phone. And
I
you
didn't.
said,
She stopped the conversation. Had the conversation not been stopped, it wouldn't have been. That wasn't the point of contention, right? So when you're stopping, and I'm not saying anybody's at fault. This is just regular. That's what it happens in regular conversation. When you stop a conversation and you say, no, you said that publicly. Now I have to address what you're saying, right? But if I was able to just finish the sentence, that's not the bone of contention necessarily. It was, girl, don't be going over there trying to placate Rodney. Forget Rodney. Rodney shouldn't have been summoning me. I would have gotten to the point. And
so that's why you're
furthermore,
upset. So that's why you're upset. Is the origin of you being upset is Rodney summoning you and her responding, "Hey, Kimmy, that you were in a meeting." Is that the bone of contention here?
that's like the bone of contention is very simple. I'm trying to say it, but I guess it's, I don't know. Some people are saying that,
I don't know. I'm getting it. I'm just asking you a direct question. I
but,
get it. I'm not slow.
but that's not it, right? So the bone of
Okay.
contention, and it really wasn't a bone of contention. That's too heavy of a word. I'm
Okay.
talking to my home girl. I'm saying, girl, when I was redballing it, I saw your ass in the chat talking about she ain't coming. She at work. She in a meeting. I'm like, girl, don't tell that Negro nothing. Let his ass keep asking for me. That's it. That's what
And
I'm saying.
so, and so you didn't appreciate her saying that, though, right?
It is what it is. It's not like a something
I mean,
deep.
that's a yes or no answer.
It was, but it's not. That's not the right verbiage, right? So it was like, girl, let that motherfucker keep calling my name. That's what I'm. That's what I'm saying.
So the answer is yes, you did not appreciate her saying that. You did not appreciate her making an excuse for you not to drop down because she
That's
had
a better.
seen
That's a complete sentence. That's
you.
more
Okay.
the placating or the excuse as to why I'm not there, or to let
Mhm.
him off the hook, or to get him to not be looking for me. Whatever, he summons me. The meeting has nothing to do with anything, because
Right.
I mean, a meeting lasts 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes. That I could have still, listen. If I want to try to click his link, I can click his link. That's not an excuse.
Right. But
Right. I had
Sassy,
a meeting at
like
the
you,
top. I had a meeting at the top of the hour. They didn't show up. Now we 17 minutes in. I could have told you at 55 that I got a meeting in 5 minutes. They don't show up or they reschedule. So things happen, right? When the basis of that's just the basis of my job. That
uh-huh,
wasn't an excuse, right? So
uh-huh,
I don't want anybody dropping down and giving anybody an excuse on my behalf.
right.
It's not
Well,
about,
you should have you before. Let me tell you something. What you did wrong, okay? Because none of us is perfect, right? So, you should have said that to her instead of lashing out. Because whether you want to agree with it or not, you still lashed out at her, Sassy.
how
Okay,
did
you
I
still
lash
got
out?
smart.
How did I?
Even
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna tell you if you let me speak.
Yeah, I just want, because
Even
I
the
want to know that.
even I'm gonna if you let me speak,
I'm
Sassy, I
not,
will tell you.
please don't
Okay.
give me, we're not having a cantankerous conversation.
I'm not, you know, I'm not being
Right.
cantankerous. Don't
Okay.
try to
Yeah.
gaslight the girl.
I mean, I'm just saying we're not. So you don't have to say, let
Because
me
I'm not
speak.
cantankerous we're not talking about me and you, Sassy. We're talking about you and YouTube camera. So why would I be cantankerous or
Because
aggressive in
you're saying,
any shape, form, or fashion
because you're
about
saying,
your business? I am simply
I'm,
giving you a response to what it is that
yes,
you just
but
said.
because the reason why,
And even the fact that you have this up here, your moniker that says the I said what I said,
oh, that
Sassy
was
Show,
for, well,
that is even that is actually
for
very
her,
cantankerous.
I,
That is that
I
that is
switched, Miss Olivia. You have to, you
but
can't do it.
you
Because you're
interrupting me,
making points
Sassy.
that
You're
aren't
being
valid.
very rude. You're
Okay.
not
I'll
giving
go
me a
on mute
chance
and
to
I'll
get
just
my
tell
stuff
them that
out,
I was
Sassy.
upset.
And I'm going to give you a chance to respond.
Okay.
Okay? You're being very defensive for no reason.
I'm
Well, I'm
not
not
being
cussing
defensive.
you
I'm
out.
trying to correct
I'm
you.
not giving you a tone. I'm simply trying to give you my opinion.
Go ahead,
Okay?
Olivia.
Calm down, baby.
I'm
It'll
not,
be
I'm
okay.
not, I'm not upset.
I can't tell, Sassy,
Well, no, I'm not
because
upset.
you are a bit out of character this morning, love.
God, girl,
Okay? Now,
you
and
said
I
that I
told
was.
you,
You said
Sassy,
that I was.
yeah, Sassy, we
You
got a
said,
lot in common, but I'm a lot older than you, Sassy, and
yeah,
I'm better at this, okay?
you said that I
So,
was irate.
so
Then
let
you
me
mentioned that I
finish.
switched my name.
Let
Those are
me finish so you can respond, even
okay.
about your name, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Here's my point. Like I said, you are digging in your heels. You do not want to admit that you was wrong. You do not want to even admit, Sassy, that you came across the YouTube cameras a wrong way. But what you should have said was, YouTube cameras, girl, I don't appreciate you making an excuse for me when it comes to Rodney as to why I didn't answer his call. I feel a way about that. And I feel like if you would have, in your own words, of course, and I feel, there you go, Kimmy, and I feel like if you would have came at her that way, you would have gotten a different response. But it would appear to me that, and I know how she feels because YouTube cameras, she can have a hair trigger, right? And so that was the response that you got because she's got a hair trigger. I have a hair trigger, but I'm older. I can maintain it when I have, Kimmy.
Yes, ma'am.
Is
I'm
this
going
Kim?
on.
Oh,
Yes,
girl,
ma'am. I'm
thank
going on
God. I
mute.
thought I forgot to put the thing up. But Sassy, and I really, and then you're not, and I have heard you apologize. What was it? Who was it you apologized to not long ago? Because you said you went back and listened to whatever it was that was going on. And in retrospect, it came off the wrong way. I believe it was King Roman News, right? So I'm thinking, why can't you do that to YouTube cameras? You guys have an even better relationship than you and King Roman News. So why won't you just say that you were wrong for coming at her the way that you came at her? That is my question, because you was wrong. You're not stupid, and you came at her wrong, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Girl. I do not believe that I was wrong. I do not believe that I came anyway. I feel like I was not able to finish a phrase. I feel like this is a big nothing burger on a slow news day. I felt like she ended the live abruptly. I called her 3 or 4 times. I texted her. I went live. I did everything that I normally would do when I, like somebody or I'm fond of somebody. Like, girl, let's fix this. Like, it's not that big of a deal. What did I say? I'm trying to talk to her, right? Like talking to you guys, that does nothing for me because I'm trying
Really?
to resolve. Yes, because I'm a person who likes to talk to the person. I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to have a conversation. She was not ready for the conversation. She's clearly very upset. And it is what it is. But in regards to my name, I change my name every day for YTC. So this was my name for YTC because it was really for IE yesterday, what I said about Rodney. Not this isn't.
And that's passive aggressive, and you know it is. But go ahead, Kimmy.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, love. How you
Good
doing,
morning.
girl? I'm so
I
happy
am.
to hear
I
from
mean,
you, Sassy.
I don't think that we're getting anywhere
I'm
here.
very well.
You don't have to drop down, Sassy. Why can't you
Let
stand
me
in your shit?
let me say what I'm
I
going to
think better
say.
of you than that.
Allow me to speak. You're
Okay.
very upset with me, and I don't. Okay,
But
that's
I'm not upset with you, and you know I'm
okay.
not.
Allow me to speak. You
But
I'm
keep
going to
but
go
I
back on
asked
mute.
Kimmy to
stop.
respond, and
I'm
you
trying to
you
say
popped off to
something.
Kimmy.
I'm
I'm
trying
not,
to say something, and you literally said something like, "Oh, you this," and then you said, "Kimmy,
I'm going to go on mute.
this is ridiculous to me. This is a big nothing burger. Y'all are really upset about like this is crazy to me. Everybody
Nobody's
is fair
upset.
to have everybody is fair to have their opinion. I'm not about to keep clicking links all day about this silliness.
Mm-hmm.
This is pure silliness to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was vile or vulgar or malicious to anybody. If it was a misunderstanding, I did my female duties to the next girlfriend. I reached out. I tried to get a better understanding. She was not ready for it. It's cool, but all of this, you know what you're doing, and that's a slight on me. If you don't see my point of view, that's fair. But don't keep telling me what I think because I don't think anything like that. I think what I said, this was not about me and YTC. This was a
Mm-hmm.
something that I wanted her to understand my point of view about Rodney. That's it.
But
Yeah.
you could
I
have
was about to
chosen.
say before you said Kimmy, I was like, allow me to respond to you. But then you keep telling me that I'm feeling a certain way. And you're not acknowledging that no, I am. And then you're standing your shit. I don't do shit but stand in my shit. And in regards to me apologizing, I thank you for bringing that up. I have zero problem apologizing and recognizing a wrong. I don't need direction from anybody. And I'm not suggesting that but I don't need direction from anybody on how to treat people. Like I literally go back and listen to stuff. I analyze the situation. I reach out to people privately. I take all of those measures and all those steps for anybody and everybody. That's just who I am instinctively.
So you
Okay.
went back and you analyzed it, and you don't feel like you said nothing wrong.
No, I do not.
Is this you? Is this you, Deanna?
This me.
Hey, love.
Okay.
How you
How
been
y'all
doing,
doing?
girl?
Good
Child, we ain't finna
morning.
go around in circles with sassy motherfucking ass. Sassy talk to everybody condescending, thinking she on some type of motherfucking
Oh
Okay.
level
no. No,
above
no.
any and
Okay.
No,
everybody.
no.
Ain't nobody
Okay.
finna
I mean,
sit up
I'll
here and
listen
go
to what
through
you
that
have
with
to
her.
say
No,
too.
no,
Girl,
Deanna,
shut the
no.
fuck up,
Y'all
cause you
have
been
a
up here
day.
motherfucking
Anyway, my
talking
ignorant
all
bitch.
goddamn morning, nothing burger, bitch. So we don't want to hear no motherfucking more. What the fuck you get up here for if you ain't gonna own up to what the fuck you said? Fuck sassy. I said it then and I said a motherfucking again. Ain't nobody gonna keep on shutting up for this raunchy ass motherfucking wannabe bitch to say what the fuck she got to say and feel like she's so motherfucking right and ain't hit on shit. Now nothing burger that bitch. Bow Olivia. I'm sick of that
Girl, you
hoe.
ain't got to go nowhere. Hold
Girl,
on,
I'm
wait a minute.
busy this morning. That's why I was up in the bushes. I'm finna get back in the bushes, but I got
Okay.
tired of that shit because you done
Okay.
called on Kimmy, but she still got something to motherfucking say. The
Yes,
fuck
I
out of
did.
here.
I did. I called him Kimmy. You right about that,
Thank you.
Deanna. I did. So you're absolutely right. But Deanna, thank you for coming up here and pretty much saying what it is that she needed to say. What Kimmy done dropped down, child. Lord have mercy. Kimmy, please come back up because you didn't get to say nothing. Oh, here she go.
All right, let me get back in the chat,
Okay.
girl.
Okay. Thank you for hitting the link, Deanna.
No problem, cause I'm
Okay,
sick of her
baby.
trying.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, girl.
Oh, hey, Miss O, you came out with a bang this morning, sister.
I don't know what's going. Well, I know what's going on. She don't want to admit that she was wrong. But anyway, what you want to say, love? I'm
Oh,
so happy to hear from you,
I'm so happy to be here. You know, you are my fave. Okay, let's talk.
girl. You look so cute last week.
Thank you, girl. Now, okay, let me say this, y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna say what's popular. Now, let me tell you something, Sassy. You said a few things that stuck out to me. Number one of the things you said was that you feel like this is a nothing burger and
Right.
that people are making something out of nothing. Well, welcome to the beef sector, my love. This is what we do. We make something out of everything because this happened on a media and we're all social, then it makes it okay for us to discuss. It's not something that's going to harm anyone, hurt anyone, or put anyone in any precarious position. So as a result, Gra, we gonna feel free to talk about it. The next thing is that you said that YouTube cameras wasn't ready to have the conversation. Well, sister, you not making it any better because if our YouTube cameras, the more you go from platform to platform talking about you're only exasperating the problem. You're not acknowledging and confirming her feelings. You're sitting up here wanting us to say, you know what, Sassy, we acknowledge your feelings and we hear you, but you're not willing to do that for your own good girlfriend. And how I know you're not willing to do that for your own good girlfriend is that you can't even do it here with Miss Olivia. The other thing, too, is that you say that you're reflective. If you're reflective and you go back and you actually listen to yourself in your normal, every sentence that you've said up here this morning has been dripping in condescension and passive aggressiveness. And I think that you just can't see it because you're close to it now and you're human. The other thing, too, is that you said that you don't need a lesson in how to treat people. I disagree with that. I think that YouTube can sometimes be a mirror and it may be difficult to deal with the reflection that you see. But none of us are too old to learn to do better the next day. You are a human being who made a mistake. You did not manage the perception. And if you're going to be on social media and you're going to thrive here, then you have to manage the perception. And you're not doing a good job, Sugar Plum. So if you're trying to keep the relationship with YouTube cameras intact, the first thing that you should stop doing is saying that you did nothing wrong. because the fuck you did. You did. You were wrong. And until you're able to have that kind of conversation, Miss Olivia better than me. Because you couldn't have been up on my shit over with the pretty committed and distinguished gentleman, girl, talking about you did nothing wrong. The conversation would have been over because, baby, if we can't come to the table with a baseline, then ain't shit else for us to talk about. Miss Olivia got the patient of Job. I ain't Job, ho. Now, I don't have a personal issue with you, but what I'm telling you is, bruh, you wrong in this situation, Sassy. You wrong. Take it from, listen, I've been around here. I've been wrong a lot. I done did a lot of wrong, fucked up shit, and I've had to come back and say, I was fucked up. I should have never did that, y'all. What is so wrong with that? So I'm going to hop down. If you are a reflective person, my best advice to you is stop hitting fucking links
Yeah,
and
yeah,
start taking ownership of the shit you're talking about. You did
right.
something wrong. The best apology is change behavior, not
True.
going from platform to platform talking about how the fuck you ain't wrong because you are, sister. Now, that
Yeah,
was my non lethal version of the same thing that Deanna said. Love you,
true.
Miss O. I'm going in the
Well, wait a
chat.
minute. Just let me say this. Let me say this, Kimmy.
Okay.
Thank you. Your response was absolutely on point. I don't. I am amazed. That Sassy, because she is not ignorant. She is not on the slow boat. And then for the fact that I don't know if you've seen it or not, but she replayed the girl with YouTube camera's video, so she heard what she said. And like I said, she apologized to King Roman because she went back and listened to the video, she said, and she's like, upon reflection, it may have come across the wrong way. So if you did the same thing live on your channel this morning, why couldn't you see that what you said to her was out of order? That was my issue, right? And so, like you said, she should take ownership, and I just didn't understand it. But I also want to say that thank you, Kimmy, for hitting the link. I'm so happy that you are back, child. I got my whole life last week when you came on, honey, with the nails and that dang on remote control. You was looking pretty. I'm like, go, Kimmy.
Girl, thank you so much for your support. I love you down.
I love
Sassy,
you
you
back as
loud,
well.
strong, and wrong, baby.
Yeah.
And Miss O, thank you for this live because this was excellent. But thank you,
Thank you.
baby. I'm going in the chat. Love you.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay. Love
y'all.
you too. Thank you. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. But yeah, yeah, I mean, like I have to agree with everything that Kimmy said, as well as the thing that you guys are saying in the chat. I don't want her to think that nobody's coming at her unfounded for no reason at all. Clearly, if you guys heard how she came across this morning, then you would have to agree with me that she was wrong for coming at YouTube cameras that way. Right now, I don't, swing for nobody. I don't try to cover for I don't try to protect nobody. But right is right, and right don't wrong nobody. That's what the old folks used to say, right? And if she was wrong in this, she was wrong in it. And I am really, it's really disheartening to see Sassy act the way that she is acting this morning. I don't know what's going on with her. Even her moniker, even the fact that she put up there, I said what I said, Sassy Show. Even that's being smart about the situation. I mean, come on, really? Just Kimmy said, Sassy can't do that S with me, honey. I'm the queen of shade, but I'm never too big to apologize. Exactly, Kimmy. I mean, you're clearly wrong. Everybody heard it. If you go back and listen to it, there's no way that you can say that she is not wrong for coming at that woman the way that she did on a woman's own platform. Now, she tried to say, I'm assuming the genesis of her anger or her ire is she feels that YouTube camera should not have made any excuse for her as to why she didn't click Rodney's link, right? So that's what she's saying. But this morning she said that what is it? That YouTube camera shouldn't have mentioned what they talked about in private. Well, Sassy's always talking about she's going on a meeting, right? So she said it many times. YouTube cameras didn't think it was anything big because really that's all she said. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, what, Sassy? Like, what's the, and then why are you being, if you know you've done, if you truly feel, Sassy, that you did nothing wrong, then honey, why are you being so defensive? You're over talking people. You got this, I said what I said, all this and all that. It's very passive aggressive. And honestly, this morning you was being blatantly aggressive when it comes to these situations, which is telling me when you feel comfortable with a person, then you feel emboldened to be as rude as you want to be, right? Which is partially the reason for this live right here. Like when it comes to me and you, we cool, we always cool. I don't take it personal. I got a thick skin, but clearly, YouTube cameras took it personal. Honey, why do you think she wouldn't pick up the phone? Why do you think she wrote that on her community wall? Why do you think she came live a second time? Because you clearly offended her about something that really was not even her fault. Okay, it's not coming off right at all, Black Beauty. Yeah, I hope she reflects too and does better. You're making yourself seem like you can't admit when you're wrong. I really don't like that type of person. But when it comes to you, Sassy, I thought that you was better than that, girl. I expect more from you. Okay, now my goodness. Now I understand your personality. I get it. But like I said, right is right, and right don't wrong nobody. And you know absolutely positively for a fact that you were wrong. Everybody does. You got people frustrated about the situation. Kimmy came up here and spoke very eloquently, about the situation. She was absolutely right. Deanna came up here and she kept it a buck. And she was absolutely right about the situation. It's very frustrating, you know. And that's why Deanna came up here and said what she said, because it's very frustrating, because she knows as well as the rest of us know that, Sassy, girl, on this one, you are wrong for coming at that lady the way that you did. And you should have, when you clicked your live, after you announced it on Sheffy's, you should have come on to say that, you know what, guys, upon reflection, I guess I was wrong. I apologize, YouTube cameras. I didn't mean to come across that way, A, B, C, or D, but no, you dug in your heels. After you played the video, you still dug in your heels. You were still what they call you, loud, strong, and wrong. Yes, that's how you was acting this morning. Loud, strong, and wrong, Sassy. And you know you was. And then you can't say it's a nothing burger. It's a something burger because it was presented to us on the YouTube streets, right? So if you know that people be coming at you, why would you? It's even condescending when you're saying it's a nothing burger. It's more than a nothing burger. It's more than a nothing burger because of you. And the reason why it's more than a nothing burger is because you refuse to admit when you was wrong. That's why it's more than a nothing burger. Okay? Now you want to say it's a nothing burger, trying to downplay the fact that you were wrong. Like they said, you was loud, strong, and wrong. So you want to call it a nothing burger. And not to mention the fact that you try to gaslight on the slick. You still throwing shade on the slick, and that irritates some people, right? Now I'm just trying to get you to see the error of your ways. Take the advice, don't take the advice. And of course you said, you said what you said what you said, or whatever it was you put on your moniker. Okay. But you were still wrong. Even though you said what you said, you were still wrong in saying what you said. Okay. And what it does is it make people want to come at you even more. Because you kowtow to some people, but then others you don't. Do you see what I'm saying? You weren't even passive aggressive to YouTube cameras or me, honey. You was flat out rude. Okay? So when you felt like I cussed you out, I really didn't cuss you out. I really didn't cuss you out because I had to take a moment, drink my coffee, smoke me a couple of more cigarettes, and then I could hit the live button. Okay? So she speak to people in those meetings. I think I think not. Oh, you said she speak to people like that in those meetings. You think not? So why do it to people in this? Right? Why do it to people in this community? Sassy, and honestly, you need to pull back a little bit because the condescension is going. The condescension is going a little overboard, right? The little things that you say irritate people, and you know it, and you're trying too hard, Sassy. Okay, you're trying too hard, and then really, in retrospect, Perhaps we don't have as much as in common as I thought we did because you're doing too much. Okay, you try too hard. You want to make people feel less than, you know what I mean, with the little quips that you make, and it's only making them angry. Okay, and you know that, and you keep doing it. Okay, and you should not do that to people. I would never do that to people. I would never throw whatever it is in somebody's face. No, you don't let. No, yeah, thank you, Kimmy. No, I would never do that. I would never throw that type of thing at somebody's face. Middle class problems, and girl, you doing too much. Okay, and really, when you act like that, it really makes it seem like you really are not used to whatever it is that you've garnered. That's what it makes it sound like. Because if you're used to it, then you don't have to throw it in people's face. We see that around her all the time. Okay. Hey, Miss OES said if she was strategically ignoring his summons, it absolutely should be allowed. I absolutely agree with her for not. I wouldn't have clicked his link because he was calling on me either. But see, that's not the point, Miss OES. The point is how she was rude to UT cameras for no reason. For no reason. She felt like YouTube cameras was making an excuse for her when she did not want to be summoned. And I get that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But why take it out on YouTube cameras? And why not strike up your live, apologize, and then go in on Rodney for summoning you? And I'm not saying that she a sweetheart. I'm just saying she did nothing wrong in this circumstance. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to take up nobody. The only side I'm on is the side of right. There's never an excuse to be rude to somebody, especially when you're on their panel every day. Like, why would you do that? And then you're gonna try to call her on the phone while she gonna pick up the phone. Hey, Bashful. After you done hurt her feelings, that's toxic. That's borderline abusive. Did you think she was gonna take that? No, she ain't gonna take that. And she not supposed to. The confident act she does is embarrassing because she seems deeply insecure. Did she? Yeah, she really did say that Lafitte middle class problems. I'm like, girl. Kimmy said, hey, Miss OES, check your messages, love, and good morning. Nobody can call out Mrs. Rothschild. Pauls and Cloud said a lot of people on here put on the front like they live in a certain way, and you would be surprised. I would have to agree with that. She had to Rodney. She would like a conversation with him, but he was at work. That's why he called for her on the live. Let me see who this is, y'all. Hold on a minute. Let me put this up here and make sure this lady to you. But yeah, that's all I was trying to say. I mean, I like Sassy. I ain't got nothing against her. She probably don't like me no more, but it is what it is. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Is this lady Tia?
Hey, Miss O, you hear me?
Hey, girl. What's going on?
Good morning. Hey,
Good
so
morning.
you saying exactly how I saw it. Now, perception is everything. Like just Kimmy was saying, you have your perception. People have different perceptions, but a lot of times everybody don't see things the same. But I see it how you saw it as well. To me, the part about the meeting thing, I think YouTube cameras was just saying she was in the meeting. That's why she's not going to hit the link. The fact that she said that, well, I wanted to make, Sassy said I wanted to make him sweat. I don't think YouTube camera knew that part about it. And that's where Sassy is wrong when she come to address. She made it a topic when she addressed her. Oh, so the other day when you wrote it in the chat, the meeting thing, you shouldn't have did that. Basically, she's saying you shouldn't have did that. For YouTube cameras, I think she felt maybe Sassy coming at her about something that we are always used to. I don't think that was some behind the scenes things for her to say she in a meeting. Sassy came at YouTube cameras wrong, and it became a topic because she came at YouTube cameras about her just typing, she's in a meeting. That whole sweating, making him sweat, that ain't nothing that her and YouTube cameras talked about. So why would you Sassy address her like that?
Right. I felt like it was uncalled for as well. If she was, if she was angry with her for, saying what she said, she could have called her on the phone, just like she tried to call her on the phone after she got swapped with her, on her own channel. She could have said that in private. You know what I mean? She didn't have to publicly be rude to her, because YouTube cameras had every right to end the video, because I think YouTube cameras didn't want to take it any further. You know what I mean? She, and then Sassy tried to call her, but then she goes to announce that she's going live. Then she goes live. You know what I mean? YouTube cameras put that stuff on her wall. She clearly listened to Sassy over there, still nigga splaining away while she felt like she wasn't wrong. So she went live a second time. That is being rude. That is flat out being rude when you know you was, and arrogant, like somebody said, when you know clearly that you was wrong. And then she played the video back and she heard how rude she was for her own self, and then she still stuck to her guns, trying to make everybody think that she didn't do anything wrong, but she
Yeah,
clearly did.
that
That's
is
not right.
that is the whole problem. YouTube cameras community wall pretty much showed where her problem was. It was about Sassy saying, "Why don't put our private stuff or what we talk about private publicly?" Well, I don't think YouTube cameras think she did say anything about their private conversation because honestly, she didn't. And for her to say she's just she's in a meeting, we're used to that. That wasn't nothing out of the realm, whether it was behind the scenes or not. We're used to that being harmonica. She may be in a meeting. So I think her addressing YouTube cameras was off putting. And I think by the point of YouTube cameras putting what she put on her wall, that's where she got pissed off at. That's where she got pissed off at. And for Sassy not to see it both ways, like you said, you thought she was better than that when she can see a situation on both sides. But she's standing in that she did nothing wrong. Why can't she just say as a friend that talks behind the scene, yeah, I maybe I was wrong. Maybe I did hurt her feelings. I'm not sure exactly how I hurt her feelings, but maybe I did. She won't do that. And that's where it comes off like there's some condescending things going there because you just can't. Even if you don't think you're wrong, you can still address that she must feel like you did something wrong.
I agree with that, Lady Tia. You're right. She could have said something like, if I, hurt your feelings in any way, if you do, if you think I was wrong for coming across the way that I did on your channel, I apologize." She could have said something like that. There are several ways that she could have handled this situation, and this wouldn't be news right now. But she
Right,
chose to say, "I said what I said." The Sassy Show. That means you still digging in your heels. That means you still don't want to admit that you was wrong. If you was wrong for nothing else, you was wrong for disrespecting that lady on her own channel. See, that's why I fired up a video, Lady Tia, because I didn't want to disrespect her on her own channel. Do you see what
right.
I'm saying?
I understand. I just think that in some ways, Sassy is just definitely not looking at the point that she could have done something wrong. It's obvious something it bothered YouTube cameras because of what she posted on her community wall. That
Right.
community wall is about not embarrassing me in public like this, saying that it was
Keep
something
talking,
private that
Lady
we
T. I
spoke
gotta
about.
take this phone call. Do me a favor, baby, okay?
Okay, okay. So I think for the most part, everyone is pretty much on the same page about this situation. It has gotten bigger, and it got bigger because Sassy went live, in my opinion. When she went live to, I guess, finish what she had to say about the situations, I think she felt some type of way because YouTube cameras ended her live abruptly. So I just think that this Sassy is wrong in this. And I like Sassy, but it's okay to be wrong. We all grown. We absolutely can be okay with saying, okay, let me address this. Maybe I did hurt your feelings. And they could have talked about this behind the scenes. But going live, now you made it into something. The nothing burger thing is no longer a nothing burger because when you went live, it became something. And that's why we're having a conversation. But for the most part, I think everybody is on the same page about this situation at the moment. And good morning, everybody. I'm not used to being up here by myself, but Miss Olivia taking her call. Um, Anybody else that's in the chat that may see Sassy side about this situation? Has anybody else got a different opinion about it? Because once again, perception is everything. But I perceive the situation just like Miss Olivia did. I had to tell her not to mention her meeting. It definitely is okay to be wrong. Good morning, team. Oh, another thing I want to add. There's a lot of people that are saying we knew this was going to happen. I actually have to agree with that. Unfortunately, Sassy can be controlling, and throughout the days of watching them in the morning time, YouTube camera usually is just going to talk about everything that was going on. She talk about all sectors and situations, and at times when YouTube cameras would talk about certain things, Sassy will be like, I ain't watching. It's not, and it's not important. It's not important to her, but it's still a YouTube camera show, and it is a part of her topics. So that is kind of dismissive on Sassy's part by
Lady,
making.
hold on, Lady T. Let me try to get my sound back in.
Okay, I hear you. Oh gosh, you saved me, child. But yeah, Sassy can be dismissive on YouTube cameras topics at times. If she's not interested in it, she can always just mute or just let YouTube cameras talk about what she's seen. But sometimes Sassy will
Lady,
come off and say something like, that wasn't nothing. Oh, that wasn't interesting. And I think that's
can you hear me, Lady T?
yes, yes, I can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for holding it down for me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take that call. It was important. But go ahead, Lady T.
Oh yeah, I was about done, but I don't know if you heard this part. I was just saying about I kind of seen that something was gonna happen between the two ladies, even though I like them both, because sometimes because YouTube cameras, her topics be on everything that she seen the night before or whatever. So she go
Yeah,
in different areas. When certain topics come up, Sassy would say something like, "I don't want to talk about that," or "Oh, that's not nothing," or whatever. That's very dismissive of YouTube cameras because
it
she want to
is.
talk about it. And if it's not something you want to talk about, just mute
Right.
and
I
let her do
agree.
her show.
And she does do that sometimes because she wants to keep her she wants to keep the peace with certain people so that she can hit certain lives, and so but she'll try to downplay it. But YT cameras want to talk about it, you know what I
Right,
mean? And as she should, if she reporting the news, if
right,
she commenting on what she saw, then she commenting on what she saw. If you don't want to comment on it, then okay.
right. But yeah, I feel some type of way if she do that when I bring up a topic. I don't want to talk about that. That wasn't nothing. It
Right.
comes off like, well, dang girl, aren't we here to support? We supporting each other. We talking about it. That's what my show is about. Talking about everything. If it's not a topic that you care for, that is not interesting, her supporters might want to hear about the topic or
Yeah.
whatever. So that's
Yeah.
why I said I kind of seen that it was gonna happen eventually because of little small things like that.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes she's passive aggressive at the wrong times, and sometimes she's just flat out passive, at the wrong times. I don't think that Sassy realizes or wants to accept what it is that she's doing, but and then we are all. I don't think she realizes that there's a reason why people come at her the way that they do. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose. I don't know if it's her version of trolling. But if you're going to be on the morning show with somebody like YouTube cameras, which is not afraid to speak her mind, okay, then that might not be the morning show for you. Okay?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is that's just the way Sassy is. She maybe have a position of leading, and I think that's why sometimes she come off kind of controlling because if that's what you do in your real life, because I mean I've been a lead for groups of people, so I understand when you're in a leadership position, you are over people and you have to set things up and put things in control. And I think that's just her personality because maybe she do have some leadership positions in life, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why she come off a little strong about correcting stuff or taking control of stuff. But I will say I love that she will get order in a chat when it's a whole bunch of people. I like that about
Mm-hmm.
her. She know how
Yeah, and she
to
will.
yeah, she know how to get stuff in order, but sometimes when it comes to just her and YouTube cameras, she kind of blow YouTube cameras off on certain things, and I don't think that's fair. And YouTube cameras probably had some stuff built up. Of course, the chats have been saying for weeks now that these two was gonna fall out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they'll be okay. But YouTube cameras is upset about the situation.
She is.
Yeah, her community wall let it be known that
Yeah.
it wasn't. It is a something burger. It's not a nothing burger to her.
Absolutely. And you should not ever dismiss somebody's feelings, especially when you have some kind of relationship with them. They had a relationship to the point to where they had each other's number, a phone number. You see what I'm saying? So why would you dismiss her feelings? Like why would you do that? Like I don't that's not cool. That's a character flaw. Like somebody said earlier. And hey, K Fit, how you doing? That's a character flaw in my opinion. But I don't have nothing against Sassy. I don't have nothing against YouTube cameras. This is just my opinion, and this is not my only opinion. If you was wrong, why wouldn't you apologize? Now I could see if it's somebody who was beat. Say she didn't want to apologize to somebody like Rodney, right? Because she feels like he summoned her.
Right.
Okay, but why take it out on YouTube cameras, which is supposed to be, your girl to some level? I mean, you got her phone number. You could have discussed this offline.
Yeah, that part.
But
Yeah, that
instead you
part
chose to
about.
come online and disrespect her.
Yeah, the part about saying her saying I wanted him to sweat, that's something they could have talked offline. And
Hmm.
the fact that she went live, that's where things changed. This whole, you know, foo la la situation. It made it worse by her going live.
It did. It did. And YouTube Hammers, she Sassy went live. Sassy, she closed the thing down. Sassy went live, and I think that agitated the situation because I think that that's why. After YouTube cameras put that on her wall, I think that's why she went live again because it
Right,
agitated, it aggravated the situation
right,
for her to not only announce that she's going live, which she never does, hardly, for her to actually go live and then go on there and play dumb, play like you didn't know what was going on to the point to where you played. And when she played that video, I really think that she was wanting the people to say that hey, you did nothing wrong, Sassy. Do you see
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it
And
didn't work that. It didn't work out that way. For the most part, like I said, majority of the people we all kind of perceiving this the same way in this situation. And of course, she got the ones that don't like her anyway, so they're gonna
right,
be around too. My phone is about to go dead, but that's what I wanted to add. Thank you,
okay.
Miss O.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all be good a little
Okay.
bit. Bye.
Have a good one. Hey, Creole Butterfly. But yeah, y'all. I mean, I'm just like, I'm good with Sassy. She may not be good with me anymore, but I mean, if you was wrong, you was wrong. You don't do somebody like that you have a even a situationship on YouTube. You don't do somebody that way, right? She's mad because she we all think she. I agree with that Blackberry molasses. You know, but yeah, Linda B, you have to go look at the last 5 minutes of what is her name YouTube cameras video, and then go over there to Sassy's live, and then fast forward a little bit at least to where she's playing the video, then go back to YouTube cameras and check out her wall in that second video. Right, it's very short, it's very brief, it's directly to the point. And Sassy did say that she called her and she didn't pick up the phone. Of course she's not gonna pick up the phone. You argued with her in public. You should apologize in public. It won't be the first time that you apologize, Sassy. So how can you apologize to King Roman News, which you don't do a show with, but you can't apologize to YouTube cameras, and that's supposed to be your girl? That don't make sense. She is human. She is never wrong. And then there is something definitely wrong. You a mess. But yeah, she called YouTube camera slow. This is surely not. I wouldn't answer the phone either, Beans Incorporated, because I would not want to get into it with her. If I would have answered the phone, then this is my thinking. Maybe YouTube answers, there was nothing to talk about. Especially on the phone. You disrespected me. You disrespected me. Why would I pick up the phone? For you to try to make it right behind the scenes. Now you want to make it right behind the scenes because you did wrong in public. So you want to make it right behind the scenes. This is what I would have been thinking. You want to make it right behind the scenes, and in the morning you want to pop up on my channel, like it's not a problem because we done worked it out behind the scenes, and then that will make YouTube cameras look weak. So why would she do that? Sassy would rather insult people for their feelings. I mean, for their opinions and take accountability. I have to agree with that. You know, she hit the link being rude and dismissive, and you've never. I know I never came at her like that. But that's fine. Like I said, I got a thick skin. Okay, girl. I'm not finna get it. Everybody's upset. Ain't nobody upset. Everybody has their own opinion about things. We're gonna have opinions about it if you make it public. Okay? She did not have to. Sassy is the one that made it public. She did not have to make it public. If she had a problem with what YouTube cameras did round her to Rodney's, then she should have talked about it on the phone like she did after she chose to disrespect her on her channel. That's all I'm saying. You know, and I feel like she in her feelings now, but she done dug her heels in. Cause look at the monitor under her name. I said what I said, the Sassy Show. Girl, really? Miss OES, I know that's your girl, and I know that you got a wrench over there, but you need to tell her that she was wrong, Miss OES, because Miss OES, you know she was wrong. I mean, come on now. Really? It don't have to be all that. You know? I mean, dang. Seems like she only called because YTC went live. Possibly. That's a possibility. And this, I would have to agree, Black Beauty, in this incident, she is ridiculous. Because we are adults, and she is not on the slow boat, and she knows what everybody is saying to her, and she knows that everybody is telling her the truth. Why do you think Deanna hit the link? And she was clearly frustrated with the situation because you keep going round and round, Sassy, making it seem like you did nothing wrong. Like like you are insulting people's intelligence. And that is not cool. I'm just saying, it's not cool. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much all I got. If there's anything else that anybody want to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. Thank you, Kimmy, for hitting the link, girl. Thank you, Verbal Assassin, aka Deanna, for hitting the link. Thank you, Lady Tia, for hitting the link. Thank you, Sassy, for hitting the link. And Sassy, I really hope that you will reflect on what has been said this morning. Because you was wrong and you should apologize. Okay, there's nothing wrong with apologizing, especially to somebody that you build a YouTube relationship to the point to where you're talking to her on the phone behind the scenes. Okay, she thrives off gaslighting people when she's really gaslit. I mean, in this incident, she was gaslighting herself. I absolutely agree. She keeps saying everybody upset, everybody mad, this or nothing. But girl, ain't nobody mad about your business. People are simply, yeah. Thank you, Kimmy. Yeah, girl, go live. I'm going to close right now. Please go live. Go live, Kimmy. Go live, girl. Go live. Make my morning. I'm going to make me another cup of coffee. I'm going to get me some iced coffee this time, y'all, because around lunch, I'm going to go get me one of them strawberry salads from Panera Bread and maybe some soup this morning, believe it or not. But we do need a live from you, Kimmy. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here in case Kimmy wants to go live. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Thank you guys for sharing this morning. Thank you for being very adult when it comes to the comments, this morning. You guys, gave Sassy a lot to reflect upon. And I hope she takes that as a positive, instead of a negative. Okay, so I'm closing right now, Kimmy girl. I'm going to be looking forward to it. But anyway, like I said, y'all, I gotta go. You guys enjoy the rest of your hump day. Kimmy is fixed to go live. Let's go over there. I love you in the way that Christ loves you. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Check out my products bag if you got any little ones in your house preparing to go back to school, because it's a very good deal from Target going on right now. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.